Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Xtimus here. I wanted to show you guys my brand new Throw Barbarian. Now, I fucking love this build, and I've never played a Throw Barbarian throughout my 17 years of playing Diablo 2. So, I was really excited, and I think the build's awesome. I mean, don't expect no hammered in build or something crazy, but he's pretty good. He once he gets out in the once he gets out like in the world and stuff, it'll show his damage, but he does like 10k damage. So but I'll go over everything really quick. I'll go over the items because I know that's the biggest thing about this build. So first I'm using the lacerator. I probably said that wrong, but first I'm using the lacerator, and I'm using an F lacerator. And this is probably one of the best throw weapons to use because of the level 3 amplified damage on striking. And it procs all the time with this character, so it's definitely really good. And then I'm using a rat's face, and I put a 15 increased attack speed and a 100 attack rating jewel in it. I'm using High Lords, War Strike, which is another really good throwing weapon, Immortal King boots, and 2 Ravenfrost rings, Laying of Hands, and I'm using the Spiderweb sash. I would probably switch this out for a String of Ears, but I just had this belt laying around, so I kind of just threw that one on there, but hey, it's still good. And for the armor, I'm using Enigma, but on a normal basis, I use Fortitude. But if I'm playing with my friends and things like that, they're teleporting around super quick, and so I just throw on Enigma. But with Fortitude, I'm going to do a lot more damage. And one thing I wanted to mention with this build is the weapons, they lose quantity as you're throwing the axes. So as you can see on this weapon, I have 180, and on the other one, I have 200. It might seem like a lot, but you'll run out of axes really quick. So I keep a spare of each of these weapons in my inventory, and also keep one of these Gimmer Shred axes, which is also really good. But I don't think there's a major difference between all of these. But I just kind of go with what the community says is the best. So and then in my inventory, I'm using no skill grand charms. I'm using all max damage, attack rating, and life charms, because those really help out the damage. So this is just the extra charms I had laying around. Obviously, I'm using the Ani and the Torch. And on Switch, I should have 2 Heart of the Oaks, but I got this cool crystal sword, Warcry crystal sword, so I think that's kind of cool. And then for my mercenary, I'm using Pride. It's a level 19 concentration on that one. Fortitude and Andriel's Visage. Now, I got the Pride because I do a lot more damage with it, and I'm using I think it's a Act 2 Nightmare offensive mercenary, which gives me the Might Aura. I think that's the correct mercenary I'm using. I think it's Nightmare. Most of the good mercenaries are in Nightmare. I don't know why, but let's get into some gameplay real quick. Like I always do, I'll just show you guys the damage, and then I'll join a higher difficulty game and show you guys how well the build does on a higher difficulty. So, and then totally forgot, we should go over the skills and the stats real quick. So for the combat skills, I put 20 into double throw, 1 into frenzy, 20 into double swing, 1 into increased stamina, 1 increased speed, 1 iron skin, 1 natural resistance. I maxed out throwing mastery, maxed out battle orders, and 1 point into battle command, and 1 point into battle cry. I have the 1 point in the battle cry so I can decrease the enemy's defense and damage. And that's about it. I had some extra points left over, so I put more into increased speed because I like to run fast. That's just my personal opinion. And as far as my stat points go, I think I put enough points into dex and strength to use my items, and then the rest vitality. So, and then that's it, guys. Let's get into some gameplay here, and I'll show you guys how this build works. So, and then a few things that I want to mention before I start is obviously I use double throw, but one cool thing that I do is at first I'll walk up to a monster, I'll swing frenzy a few times, and then that'll increase my attack speed with my throwing. So I think that's a really good tip there to get some increased attack speed before you start doing throwing them axes. And there's one other thing I wanted to mention. And then I always try to make sure, if I can, just to cast Battle Cry, just to decrease the enemy's defense a little bit. So here we go. Get that attack speed up. Oh shit, it's already dead. And we'll go down here to Shank. Let's go, mercenary. I need you over here. Let's go. Doing the video, man. Then as you can see, I'm doing 15k and about 12k damage. Walk up to Shank and bam, son. Test that damage out, just so you guys could see it, like, just straight up. I mean, you guys saw that right there. I like one-shotted him, so don't tell me on this build. Don't tell me on this build this guy doesn't do effective damage. I get that a lot on my weird builds and stuff. So, nope, not this time. So, all right, let's join the level like a 8-player game or something like that, and then show the real damage on this bad boy. Let's see, this game's got 5. I like to do something higher. 7. There we go. Nice. Imagine this Barb having an enchant too. That'd be pretty sick. I'm not even going to use Frenzy this time. I'm just going to kind of go and do my thing. And as you can see right there, I didn't kill him that fast because he had stone skin. So let's go test this on Shank and see how much damage I can do to him. Bam, son. So what's up? Ooh, very nice, a co-rune. But yeah, I didn't show you guys the damage too much. See, when you go to town, it lowers the damage because I'm not getting the might aura and all that. Kill all these guys real quick. So as you guys can see, the double throw damage is about, it can do up to 15k and up to 12k. Certain weapons do a little bit different damage. If I had 2 of these on, I'd be doing double 15k. But it's all personal preference and things like that. But you will run out of axes if you're running around a lot. So let's go to the World Stone Keep and see what he can do. I ain't scared of no soul, son. Also, another thing is when you're kind of from a distance throwing axes, like you're not like aiming right at the monster. Like you might kind of be off a little bit, like right there. Like as you guys can see, I'm throwing axes right at them, but they're not hitting them. So you kind of got to watch where you're throwing the axes. You know, make sure you're at a good angle and everything, or you're going to be missing a lot of shots. But definitely a fun build to play, man. You know, it's pretty awesome just staying back and throwing axes, taking them out. There's a unique monster over here, a unique soul monster. Let's take him out. If you guys don't know, though, black souls in Diablo 2 are pretty freaking annoying. They like to go and hide out in their little fade mode, come in and out. I'm surprised they haven't killed me yet. They usually do a lot of damage. God, you are annoying. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I mean, this build is really fun, and I really enjoy it. Honestly, I didn't think that he'd do that much damage, and I thought, you know, maybe he's just gonna do a little bit of damage, you know, and just get by like any of the normal builds and stuff like that. So the fuck out of here, Snake. But I was gonna go back to town, but I don't have any scrolls. See, I just ran out of axes, so let's switch it out. One good thing to know is, I'm pretty sure I tested this out, is if you get the Gimmer Shred axe, if you get that axe and you use an F1, if it runs out of quantity and it breaks completely like this, watch. See, see, this one, it just broke, and it's F, but it came back because it replenishes the quantity. The bad thing about the Gimmer Shred is it doesn't replenish the quantity. So if you have an F1, and it breaks, I mean, if you have an F1, it's gonna break either way, and it's gonna be gone forever. So and it'll go really fast. So it's probably your best bet just to make sure it's not F. So, and for this one, since it doesn't replenish the quantity, just make sure you get one that's not F, and then you repair it normally. So that's about it for this build, and thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think about this build, if you guys have any suggestions or anything like that. You know, Diablo 2 is infinite, has infinite knowledge, so you know, you could always make a build better. There's always different things you can do, different things you can try with any build. So just let me know how you guys feel about the build, and if you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, that'd be really cool to hear from you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. New Diablo 2 videos every Monday, and also more throughout the week, depending on, you know, what I'm doing or whatever. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you on the next video.